What up, YouTube? How is everyone? I hope good. I decided to do a spur of the moment video regarding sex because I did a sex reading this morning, so I figured I'd just keep it on the subject. One reason why I want to do it is because I know that I had a video when I first started that I talked about sex and all the different type of things people like to do nowadays, such as be swingers and, threesome, just whatever. And my beliefs are different than most people. Or, well, not most people, I shouldn't say that. My beliefs are my beliefs, I guess is what I wanted to say, not most people. But I will also want to touch base that I do believe in, some hot, kinky, like type of, at times maybe nasty sex too when you're with somebody, if you can trust that person and you feel comfortable with them. And I believe that it's really important when you're with someone, if you're dating someone or if you're in a marriage or a partnership or whatever, that it's important to have a really healthy sex life. It's important to want to fulfill each other's fantasies and needs and and to try new things because, after a while, sex can definitely get boring if you're, say, just doing it missionary style the whole time and stuff like that. And I think that, it's important to want to maybe try adventurous stuff because you never know, you might like it. I didn't want to come across as a hypocrite because I'm not. And when I made that video that I can't remember which one it was, I'm sorry, but when I talked about that I didn't believe in like this, well, that not that I didn't believe in it, that it wasn't my style, I guess, of sexual wants and fantasies and stuff like that. But the more the more I've been researching and the more I read upon it and the more I come to terms with my own issues that were coming, stemming from sex and stuff like that. When you're, sexually abused as a child, it really kind of sends you off to the right or left. And I think I was off to the left a little bit because the more I think about it, I'm like, if I had a partner that I trusted and I really wanted to be adventurous with and really wanted to make, their fantasies come true, I think that my mindset has changed a little bit towards that. Not saying that I would want to go be in a swingers type, group or anything like that, but, maybe like a threesome or something might not be so bad. I mean, every once in a while, if it was something that was happening all the time, then I would really probably, I bet I would probably feel insecure and I would wonder if my partner wasn't, or my husband wasn't, satisfied with me and just seeing my body and, such, so on. And because I would assume if my husband would want me to probably be with a woman, but I would be curious to see what, maybe if it would be the opposite way or, and then, so I think that for me to say that I wouldn't be that adventurous was wrong. And I just think that we need to be more open to our spouse's needs and wants a little bit, I mean, to a certain extent, to whatever makes you feel comfortable. I know that no matter what, you could be you could be like Cindy Crawford, and I'm not saying she has insecurities or anything, and be still really insecure about your body, insecure about your looks. But I think that if your spouse or, boyfriend or girlfriend made you feel really confident about your body and the way you look and, you were reassured or you knew that it wasn't because they were bored with you or they weren't satisfied with you, then I think that, you could probably bring in somebody into the bedroom. But, again, maybe once, maybe twice, maybe. I just wouldn't, I don't feel that it would be a thing I'd want to do continuously. I think that, to meet people's fantasies and to make your partner or spouse or whomever happy is just, I think it's really important. And it's really important to have a really healthy sex life. I know that we get really busy in life and we kind of tend to kind of slough off in that area, especially if you've been with somebody for a long time. And I just think that that's, you're sharing your energy, and I think it's important to do that. And to have that intimacy with each other, and to keep your relationship, healthy. And so then your partner, or your, whomever doesn't want to go out and cheat on you. I think that if you're open-minded, and you're, just as much into it as they are, then, I think that that really helps people stay faithful, and not, tend to run off and, be doing Jill next door, or Joe, or whomever. Also, I just think that communication definitely keeps that bond going. I think that not to be embarrassed about what your needs are, and what you like, and what feels good, and what really doesn't. And, I just think that's important to keep a healthy sex life also. And then just maybe bring in some toys. I'm always been big on toys, so I think that's really fun, and not be, insecure. And then, if maybe be a little bit dominant, maybe bring in, like, maybe, if your spouse really tends to want to bring a lot of people into your bedroom, maybe buy some wigs, maybe dress differently, maybe, play a different role in the bedroom, act, as somebody else, or, to spice it up. If you're not into bringing somebody else into your bedroom, maybe that's a way that you could, fulfill their fantasy, or, satisfy them that way. I think that's important too. I think it's fun to have a really kind of childlike, well, not child, but, kind of your inner child, let it come out, and do fun things, and make it, even kind of silly at times if you need, or take, risks, go at lunch, meet up in the park or something. And I don't know if I should say this, but meet up in the park, and, have sex in the car, or, go around the corner, or up against a tree, and as long as it's not a crowded place. I mean, I'm not saying to go have sex, by the playground by any means, or anything like that, but anything to keep it going. I think that we have such a high rate of divorce, and, it's really hard to date nowadays. I've been trying, I don't know, I'm in that boat, and I hate it. I just don't like it. But I'm a real I'm just a one-on-one person. I'm not really so much, I don't really like to go out and date around. And so I'm trying to be more adventurous that way, but we'll see. But it just, we have such a high rate of, relationships and stuff not working out. And then when you are dating, you're noticing that nobody wants to actually have a commitment. They don't, they just want to play the field. And I just feel that, that's fine for whomever likes to do that, and, more power to you. But when I am intimate with somebody, I'm sharing my energy with that person, and I want it to be, good and exciting, and, fulfilling for myself. And I want to make sure that I'm like that way towards that person too. So I just think that you build a better bond and more intimacy the more that you're with the same person, is, my thought on it. I just kind of want to really touch base on that. I just really wanted to say that the more I research, and the more I read about, different things, and kind of open my mind a little bit more than what it used to be, and how I view sex. And I think the older I get, like, my sex drive, it seems to be getting, like, more and more intense. And, so I think that that's definitely opening my mind too. It's definitely helping, that's for sure. And just really, try to be just not boring. Just try to have an open mind. And if there's something that you're not comfortable doing, just tell them. If you don't want to bring somebody in there, you don't feel comfortable, it will create, jealousy or drama. And that's how I feel about doing that's one thing I don't like about that aspect of that, because I do believe everybody has a jail streak. I mean, you do. And I know that no matter what, even if you are the most confident person, you still compare yourself to other people. I mean, there's just no stopping that. I don't think. That's just my opinion. I think that, honestly, that you can satisfy each other without bringing someone else in there. But if that's what, your person, wants, and you feel comfortable with it, fuck, go for it. you know, have that, you know, crazy night of doing that or whatever. But, you know, sex is also, you need to have respect for each other, and, you know, and treat each other, you know, with, you know, kind, and even if it is rough sex or whatever you prefer, you know, it still needs to be still in a loving type, you know, way. And, you know, it is a very intimate type of interaction between people, and it's meant to be that way. And, but, you know, everybody likes to be spanked, or, you know, maybe a little swing brought in or something. You know, people, I can't even imagine what people do, because I've never gone that direction. Like I said, I really didn't have an open mind when it came to all this stuff. But the more, like I said, the more I look, you know, read about it, and the more I open my mind and not be so stuck in one mind, you know, set, it's definitely helping me to expand and you know, kind of view stuff a lot differently, and kind of, it kind of turns me on to see some of the stuff, and it makes me want to kind of, you know, try it out. So maybe if you are like, you know, like I was, or like I am, maybe research it, read about it, you know, maybe, you know, just kind of try to heal from, if you have any wounds or, you know, any bad experiences, you know, try to work through those. Because I notice the more I do work through all my issues and all that stuff, the more I am open-minded to more stuff, the more I'm not so insecure about my body and, you know, all that good stuff. And, you know, and I think that comes with age too, because, you know, the older you get, you're just like, well, you know, your face starts to sag, and unless you have money to go get a facelift or whatever, you're pretty much stuck with it. And that's fine. I mean, I don't mind growing old whatsoever. I'm going to grow old gracefully. You know, we all do, and we're all beautiful at any age. So that's the way I look at that too. So anyways, well, I'm just going to do this as my video today, instead of doing what I had planned, because I just thought I'd stay on the theme. I just really hope that you are enjoying my videos. I hope that, obviously, I'm getting better than when I first started. I was really tongue-tied, and plus I think the retrograde, the longer it goes on, it's kind of easing off on me, thank God. And I just hope that I bring information that is helpful to you, and anything that will help, you know, even one person is really my goal here. I really strive on, you know, being you know, a person that can help anyone in any type of environment, any type of circumstance. Or, you know, if you are struggling in anything and you just need a friend to talk, please, please, please contact me. You can contact me on my Facebook page, or in the comments below. I haven't checked comments in a while because I've just been really busy. I do this, and then I also refurbish furniture, and I also clean some houses, because I did own a cleaning business, but I just do that kind of on the side. And so I do stay really busy, and then I'm a single mom, so, you know, that takes up a lot of my time. Not making excuses, though, because I will take time to read everybody's comments, and good or bad, you know, and I just appreciate you stopping by, and I hope everybody has a wonderful day. If you happen to have that special someone, maybe plan a lunch date or something today. That would be fun. I'm sure that they would really appreciate it and enjoy it. So just, and to add a little spark back into your relationship, why not? You know, try anything. So anyways, everybody, I'm sending much love, many kisses, hugs, positive vibes, and peace for all. Take care, and I will see you soon. Thanks again for stopping by.